Hey guys, now before I start the video, I do have to tell you guys that I don't feel good about making this video at all, because I feel like I'm trying to squeeze content out of this whole situation, and it sounds kind of clickbaity, but I reckon this is more of an educational video so people can learn from me and what I did to recover my bike, and hopefully they can follow the same process and get their bike working if it has been broken into or someone tried to steal it. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hey guys, bit of a sad day today, well for me at least, because this morning I was gonna go somewhere and I came out of the house and I couldn't find my bike, and then I panicked for a few minutes, and then I looked around and I saw my bike parked across the street. There's a cemetery across the street and someone parked it there, and I went up to my bike. I found a bunch of things that they did to the bike. So firstly, obviously when they stole it, they broke this side indicator. The side indicator is broken. This one's fine, the left one's broken. The reason they broke it is because they wanted to get to these things. So this is connected to the ignition, so I think they just wanted to like hot start it or cold start it, I don't know what you call it, but they wanted to do that, but they couldn't because this bike has an immobilizer unit. So there's a chip inside your key which this reads, so you can't cold start it, you have to get the key to start it, and they didn't have that, so they probably left the bike there because they couldn't start it. But yeah, that's the sad part. And somewhere they also dropped the bike, because as you can see the clutch lever is broken, and the frame slider is scratched. I guess that's a good thing because it did its job. It's supposed to protect the engine from when someone drops the bike, so it did its job. No other damages, it's just scratched slider, broken lever, and they fucking butchered my ignition cables, and the side indicator is broken. Honestly, I just have to order this. So this part here holds the side indicator, so I order that from somewhere, maybe online. The indicator, now this is a different one, this is an aftermarket one, but I do have the original one that came with the bike. I can put that in there. It's gonna look odd, but just for a few days I can put that there, and when I save up some money, I'll buy the left indicator which looks like that as well. And the next thing is just like splicing this. Basically I'll have to connect this to however it was before, and then I think we should be good. Alright, now that we've got the wire stripped, we're gonna cut a little bit of heat shrink for all of those 4 wires. Now I'm very lucky because I have all this stuff from when I was building drones. So this is like the heat shrink, the soldering iron, and a bunch of other things. Like most of the electrical things are all from when I was building my drone, so they're very handy. Strip this cable back and feed the heat shrink through each one of these. Stay there. Okay, cool. So next up, we're gonna solder these together. So let's see how hot this is. Cool. So those are the 4 wires for the main ignition, and this one is for the immobilizer unit. Now I don't have small enough heat shrinks to put over these wires, so I'm gonna do this tomorrow, but for today I'm just gonna like pair them up just to see if the bike starts. So for now I'm just doing this just so I can test if the bike actually starts and works. So this is the moment of truth. This morning the dash wasn't even lighting up, so let's see if the dash lights up. Nope, it's not lighting up. Something's wrong. Only thing I can think of now is maybe the battery's dead. I've got my multimeter here, so we're just gonna test the battery voltage real quick. So this is a 12-volt battery, so it should be around like 10 to 12, I guess. And look at that, it's showing me 5 volts, and now my battery is toasted. So I gotta charge this up and see if that makes any difference. Okay, I got my battery here, and I've got the battery charger here, and we're gonna charge it. I mean, at this point I don't even think it's gonna work because it's been drained for so long. I think we've like permanently damaged one of the cells in the battery, but if it works, it's good. If it doesn't, I have to buy a new battery tomorrow. I'm gonna leave it on charge all night, and in the morning I'm gonna check how much charge it has. Tomorrow we're gonna find out what happens to the bike. Alright guys, it is now the next day. I have left this battery to charge all night, and the charger has turned off automatically, which means the battery has been charged. Now we're just gonna take this battery downstairs, plug it into the bike, and hopefully it works. There she is, the bike's there. So now we just connect it. So the first thing you want to connect is the positive, always. I want to give it one more test with my multimeter. See how much we're getting. Positive, negative, so we're getting 13.1 volts, which is what it should be. And now we have our fingers crossed. We're gonna start to turn the bike on. Alright, so there's some fuses here. I don't know what they're for, but I guess we're gonna test them anyways. Yeah, so that works. That works, so we can put them back together. There are some fuses in here as well. A bunch of fuses here. So ABS, fan, backup, ETV. I don't know. I think we'll go through all of it just in case. All the fuses work here. Now I think we've got one more fuse box on the right side panel here, so we're gonna take that out and check all the fuses there. This is the second fuse box. So there's a bunch of fuses here as well. Ignition, ABS, spark, auxiliary, signal, and head. Maybe the ignition one might be dead. Head still works. I don't know what to do now. That's bad. Okay, even though the dash is working, there's an engine light on. So I don't know if these take the usual OBD scanner. I do have an OBD scanner with me. I can use that and maybe read the code. Okay, so trying to fix the bike has been nothing but trouble. Now what I'm trying to do is find out what the engine light is on for and find the error code. For that we need an OBD scanner. Luckily I have an OBD scanner from a car that I used to have, but the thing is motorcycles apparently use only 4 wires. So I found this forum online where it shows you which wires from the OBD scanner connects to which 4 wires from the bike OBD port. So I'm just trying to I've got these ferrule connectors, and I'm gonna try to route these wires so I can at least see what the code is for. So, and then we'll go from there, I guess. Actually, I kind of feel stupid because I wasted my time making these, but then I found these connectors from my Arduino board, which is a female on one side and the male on the other. So I think this will just work fine. Alright, so for people wondering, this right here is the OBD port on the bike itself. So this is where you do the diagnostics for all your like error codes and shit. So you just take this out and then just match it with this. Should be the bottom left. So if we do that, as you can see, the OBD thing is working. Now all we have to do is open the app on my phone for the OBD scanner, connecting and trying protocol. Okay, don't want this. Let's go diagnostics. What are the codes? There you go, we got a shit ton of code. So the two codes that we have is P0606 and P0638. Let's go P0606. By the way, you can look them online and then it'll tell you like what the codes mean. Doesn't say much. I don't know. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this. Try clearing the codes. Alright, so I just cleared the code, which was successful. So now if I show you guys the dash, you can see that the engine light is gone, but I don't know if it's gonna actually make the bike work or not. Nope, it still doesn't work. Fuck. Oh my god guys, I fixed the bike. So here's the issue. You see how there's two black wires coming from the immobilizer? I wasn't sure which black wire went to which black wire, because there's two black wires coming out and two black wires going in. So before it was the other way around. So I just switched those two black wires now, and it fucking starts. Just listen to this. Oh my god. Alright, now all I'm gonna do is solder these permanently, put this heat shrink over it so it's nice and soldered, I guess, and then that's about it. And then I just wait for the parts to arrive, which is like the side indicator and shit, but at least the bike works. I just saved myself 800 bucks. So I've soldered all the wires together, so it's looking nice and waterproof. So next I'll just tape them together so they're in that bunch like that. And then the next thing I have to do is check this factory indicator that I have on. I'm just gonna go indicator. Yep, so that works. Cool. So I'll put everything back together and find a way to hook this up here so I can just ride the bike for the time being. And I've already ordered these parts from AliExpress, so I'm gonna fit them. This one's broken. I think I can like swap this and that, but yeah, we'll see. Alright, quick update on the bike. So I put it back together. I taped the wires, made it like nice and tidy, and this is the original indicator. You can see how it's different from that one. For the time being, I've ordered the mount for it, but for the time being I've just used zip ties I've used 3 zip ties to lock it in place. I mean, it's not super secure, but it's not gonna come out or anything. And then you know how the clutch lever was broken, so I swapped it with the brake lever because I figured that I'm going to be using the clutch more often, so I need more leverage on that side, whereas the brakes I can just like use one finger for that. That's not an issue. Instead of the clutch I need like at least 2 or 3 fingers. So yeah, that's it. The bike is looking good now. I'm gonna take it for a test ride around the block and just test out everything, I guess. Fingers crossed, this is the moment of truth. Is she gonna start and is she gonna run is the question.